Well, good evening and welcome to the WFO Racing League's RGC Xfinity Series live at Michigan Speedway tonight. You got Vern in the booth, and joining Vern is going to be the league administrator, Sir Brazen Bull. How you doing, Brazy?
I'm doing all right tonight there, sir. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing fine. Everything's live, and we got the broadcast working, so that's always a good sign, Brazy. And we already got a like.
Good. It's always off to a good start that way.
We already got a like on the broadcast. I'm going to bet that's Michael McCauley or you.
Wow. It wasn't me yet.
It's McCauley then. McCauley got the notification on his phone. He jumped right on there and did that. I hope your dog gets better, man. If he's watching, that goes for McCauley. I hope your dog gets better and you can get back to doing what you want. Watch racing or cussing the people out, one or the other. I'm looking at different cars out here. I see a 12 car now. I'm on Just Rick's 10 car. Taking a look at that car right here. And we are we in qualifying, Brazy?
We are in qualifying right now.
All right, so that's going to be the 10 car making his laps here in qualifying. I don't know where he's at on the board, but like he's 18th on the board, so we'll have to see what he picks up here. I think he's going to stay at 18th. Either that or my timing and scoring's already broken, Brazy.
Oh, let's see. Which one are you looking for?
Oh, he went up to 13th, so he did improve on his second lap. That's Enrique. McCauley said she's comfortable right now. Not comfortable enough for McCauley to get in the car, though.
Not yet, anyways.
Yep, he's got to get it figured out. And I noticed when I was looking at the YouTube, I'm pretty sure we're a few subscribers short, so I'm not sure what's going on there, but maybe perhaps me and Nation offended somebody, Brazy.
Again? I think that would be more Nation, wouldn't it?
Possibly.
So I was sitting around with the drivers and listening to them and talking with them during practice and stuff, and sounds like it could be a interesting race. Tires will be the issue.
Yeah, tires could be the issue at Michigan. Michigan's a good track, though, because it provides plenty of room to race, Brazy. So you likely don't see as many cautions that way because the track's so big. But if it's chewing on the tires, then we might see some interesting racing tonight.
Yeah, it sounded like about 15 laps as they started getting loose. And they are gridding up.
Well, I don't know why my camera didn't switch to it, so I'm going to restart timing and scoring here. At least I think I am. If I push the right button, I'm going to restart it.
So on your pole tonight, you're going to have Chuck Sweeting. Dakota Floyd will be to his outside. Andrew Wagner will be starting third. Justin Gann will be starting fourth. Adam Mentz is going to be starting fifth. Austin Wagner will be sixth. John Wimbish is going to start seventh tonight. Roy Hyde is going to start in eighth place tonight. Richard Holland in that 31 is going to be starting ninth, and Aiden Young is going to round out the top 10.
Starting 11th tonight, the 26 of Keaton tripping to his outside, and 12th you'll see the 55 of Justin Ritchie. 13th tonight is going to be just Rick Vagone in the 10 car. Into his outside in 14th, you'll see the 12 of Cody Riggs. 15th tonight, the 23 of Brandon Showers. Into his outside, the 49 of Adam Pettit. 17th tonight's TJ Lee in the 34 car. Into his outside in 18th, that's going to be the number 17, the bootlegger Tommy Haynes. Start 19th tonight, we'll see Seth Steele in the 66. Into his outside in 20th, going to be the 72 of Jacob Daniels. 21st tonight, John Sanu's 86 car, and in 22nd, you'll see Randy Showers in the 21. 23rd tonight, we see Travis Smith in the 97 car, and his outside is going to be Burt Wilson in the 70, starting 24th. 25th tonight, Lance Yancey making a start here at WFO tonight in the 77. And to his outside in 26 will be Glenn Jamison in the 23 car. 27th tonight's Mike Mitchell's 2 car. And to his outside in 28th, Ivan Jones driving a 53. 29th tonight, Jordan Indries is back in the 257 car. And his outside in 30th is going to be Pops Paul Patterson there in the 51. 31st tonight's going to be the number 35 of Gary Wright. And that's going to do it for your WFO starting grid tonight. Yes, it is a large field here. It's Michigan. It's a large track. It's a large track, Brazy, so we get a large field because we got a large track, right?
That's right.
It should be a good race tonight. Over, under, we'll have to see how that goes. I don't know.
I'm going to go 2.
Under? Or over 2?
I'm going to go over 2.
All right, so we'll have to see. Brazy, I'm going under 2.
All right.
We're at
you
Michigan.
Got the under, I got the over. We'll see how it goes.
I'm going to be optimistic here. I'm going to go under 2. So we're getting ready to do some green flag racing here. Chuck Sweeting's going to lead the field to green. He's got Dakota Floyd to his outside. Look at the 30 of Justin Gann, though. He got a good restart behind the 24. Don't look like the 44 got going too good. That's Andrew Wagner. Did we have 3 Wagners in the race? No, just 2. I was going to say, Brazy, how many of them is there? Look at that.
Wasn't there another one trying to get in?
Yeah, I accepted them. We already have the 24 taking the lead away from Chuck Sweeting's 75 car. So that happened fast. We'll see if Sweeting can get momentum on the outside. It doesn't look like he's going to. As the 44 is going to move down to the bottom of the track, the 24 is going to move up in front of the 75. So lead change early here.
I did hear some of the drivers say that they had some strategies they were gonna possibly try and see how it plays out. But and it's all involving tire wear.
Yeah, taking a look at that big field that we have here tonight. We got some 3 wide back here too, Macaulay.
I was just gonna say we had 3 wide, almost 4 wide.
Yeah, they're almost 4 wide. 31 Richard Holland, 26 Keith Tripp, 56 John Wimbish, and the 9 of Adam Matz. So really good racing right here, just inside the top 10. You see Justin Ritchie working the bottom side here, and he's picking up a little momentum down there, Brazy. It's the shortest way around the track. He's going to have the 69 of Aiden Young behind him. So those guys look like they got the left sides right down on that yellow line in the corner. And it's going to help them off the corner a little bit. They're not going to lose anything to the outside, and we still got them stacked up and backed up back here.
Yeah, we got 55, 69, and 12 all right in a row there coming around this corner, and you got the 9 Adam Matz right there.
I seen somebody loose at the bottom. I'm not sure who it was, but somebody was loose at the bottom.
Those guys are going to go 3 wide again.
Oh, there's the wreck. The 9 car right here. Is he going to save it, Brazy? He might. He gets it going straight again.
No yellow.
No yellow flag. He gets it going straight. Look at that. That might be the good hands driver move right there, Brazy. That could be the good hands driver move by the 9 car. Able to hold on to that thing and keep us green flag right here. We got another battle for the lead. 44 of Andrew Wagner peeking to the high side of the 24 Dakota Floyd. You see Chuck back there in the 3rd spot now, and there's another Wagner, Austin Wagner, back behind 75. Now the 44 is going to take a look on the inside. So he was on the outside looking. Now he's on the inside. He's going to push up the track a little bit. They'll get a little tight off the corner, but no contacts. The no harm, no foul. It's only a problem when there's contact, Brazy.
They were definitely getting close. They looked like they could have reached out the window and high-fived each other if
later
wanted to.
We get a little. Well, look at that. Chuck Sweeting going to make a move on the inside of the 44. So Sweeting
like
seen an
44 might have
opportunity.
checked up a little bit.
Right on. He checked up. Sweeting seen an opportunity. He was the fastest qualifier. So we know the 75 knows his way around Michigan. Not to mention I've raced him and the 31 both here, and I know they're really good, Brazy. And I'm say that because I see the 31 locked in a battle with the 4 car right now. Chuck Sweeting's going to clear the 44 of Andrew Wagner, take over the P2 spot. That's going to put Andrew Wagner back to 3rd, Austin Wagner in 4th, and Austin is locked into a pretty good battle with the 31 of Richard Holland.
And the 30 of Justin Gann is not very far behind on that either. So I think Justin's going to challenge him here in the next couple laps.
Yeah, I believe so. The 31, though, he's going to take that spot away from the 4 car. That's going to move Richard Holland up to 4th, and we got a lead battle. Chuck Sweeting going after the 24 car, and he's going to clear him easily down here in the corner, Brazy. That's going to put Sweeting back up to P1 right where he started. I think a guy might have been just not pushing his tires those first 2 laps. We know tires are going to be an issue, and I'll tell you, when you get these experienced guys like Chuck Sweeting and Holland, they know how to take care of them tires, Brazy.
Yeah, and like I say, I mean, talking with the drivers before the race, they said tires are going to be the issue. You're gonna have some guys are possibly gonna, unless they manage their tires well, they're gonna run out of tire, and it's gonna become a problem.
Well, let's hope they don't run out of them. We'll be getting
I think
blowed
they've got,
out tires
3 sets?
all over the place, Brazy. What will we do then?
Rider on the rims. I don't think track officials would be too happy with that, having a fixed track after that, but you know what? It is what it is. Looks like Austin's starting to make a run on Andrew here. He's going to go outside, though, and Justin's going to take that inside and possibly, not going to do it this time around, but possibly next time around could get him on that if he goes high like that again.
That is a possibility. Going and taking a look at that battle. And Holland cleared another one. 31's up to 3rd right now. So Richard Holland working his way through there. 30 car Justin Gann, though. He's going to look to the inside now, Brazy. He's got to run as the 44's going to battle back to the outside of the 31 there.
Yeah, and that move that the 30 did was kind of a similar move that we saw Richard do a couple laps prior where he had to bounce down. We see Austin powering back up, trying to catch back up to him, trying to get his spot back.
Yeah, you see he's trying to get his spot back. 31, though. Oh, look at the racing getting a little tight, Brazy. He's going to get it back, too. He powered right back by the 31. Look at the 30 of Gano. Those guys battling like that suck the 30 right up to the bumper of the 31. Gann's going to give him a little break in the corner. Holland's not going to change his line. He's going to go right back to the bottom of the track. In the run Holland gets through 3 and 4, looks like it's a little bit better than the 44 there. Meanwhile, up front, this guy's not going to be contested, at least not this lap, Brazy. 75 of Chuck Sweeting. How is our week? Well, where do we even start there, Ryan Daniels?
It's still early. Still early in the week. It could turn itself around. I don't know that it will, but it could.
It could. It could. It definitely could, Brazy. You're right about that. 24 closing up on him again. I'm looking at Justin Gann, though. Gann got around the 31.
He did, but it looks like he kind of slid around that corner, and now 31's getting on the inside, and
31 going to get
challenge him for that spot again.
Crossover, maybe? I don't know.
Looks like the rear end's starting to get a little loose on some of these guys, so imagine speed changes are going to start happening for some of them as they try to keep control of the car going around the corners.
Yeah, it's definitely hard to keep control of them when they get the wear on the tires, that's for sure. As you see Holland locked in another battle there with the 4 car, or 26 actually. '26 car, Keaton Tripp. Where did he come from, Brazy?
He snuck up and just kind of came around everybody here. Just like Aiden Young, he's coming up here, and now he's going to get around the 31 with the 4 right behind him.
Yeah, 69 of Aiden Young right there. He's going to get around. He's going to do a 2-for-1, Brazy.
He got around him, but you see that corner, he got a little loose coming out of it, so. I think that early pushing might have cost him a little tire wear, and you see these guys starting to lose some spots now. But Dakota and Chuck are still fighting for that first spot. They're going back and forth.
They don't know who wants to lead it, Brazy. You see the 24 out there. And they're kind of stuck to their lines, and they're going about the same speed. So you pick your line and you race it, and then you realize you're going about the same speed as the guy you're racing. And it looks the same way back there for 3rd and 4th with the 30 and the 44.
Absolutely.
So not much difference between what those guys are doing, but I'll tell you what, they don't want to look in their mirror because that 26 of Keaton Tripp's ran them down.
And it looks like Keaton's trying to figure out who he wants to be behind right now.
I don't think he knows. You see the 30 kind of jostling around a little bit. Keaton's going to take a look to the inside, but Chuck on that inside line has lost a little bit of the momentum, and Dakota's going to blast out there in front of them guys. I think they are. Oh, no, 75 slid up the track.
That was close. That was very close.
Going to jump in line in front of the 30. The 30's going to jump down. These guys they're going at it for the lead here on lap 20.
They are.
Crazy.
You see Aiden come sneaking in on that low side now, too.
We have been 20 laps clean and green right here at Michigan Speedway. 100-lap race here tonight. Brazy said over 2. I said under. So I only got 80 more laps to go, Brazy. We're 3 wide, though, right here. 69, 75, and 30. And the 69's going to eat their lunch and do a 2-for-1 again. He's all about hitting that 2-for-1 for lunch, ain't he?
Yeah, it's like a lunch deal.
He took them 3 wide, passed them both in the same corner. So Aiden Young definitely moving through the field here.
Coming up on the 26th, he'll be challenging him in a lap or 2 here now, too.
We seen that driver move through the field last week and move it right into victory lane, buddy. That was last Wednesday night. So he's no stranger to winning, is all I'm saying, Brazy.
Meanwhile, Chuck has fallen back. He's now in 6th place. We saw him battle in there for first place not too long ago. He's managed to drop back to 6th. You got Richard coming to the inside of him now. At 30, getting real wide in that corner.
Yeah, he's going to run right up there. Right up at the wall. Over, under 2, Bender's late. He's late to the party. I'm under 2, Brazy's over 2. And we're sitting on lap 22 with 0 cautions. Look at the 69. He caught the 26. We got a battle for 3rd. .419 team is looking to be in pretty good shape with the 44 and the 26 in 2nd and 3rd. Keaton, though, he's worked his way through the field, and he's going to I think he can challenge the 24 if he can clear the 44, Brazy. But he ain't going to have a lot of time. That 69 of Aiden Young is there, buddy.
Yeah, and Aiden might be doing another 2-4 on the corners here again.
He's working the bottom of the track right here. He's going to pull up next to the 44. This is going to be a battle for 3rd. And I need to take you guys and gals through the field. I know it. Oh, he don't get the momentum as the teammates line up there. They're going to draft a little bit, Brazy. Look at the 30 again, trying to fight his way back, the 75 of Chuck Sweeting. We're going to go up to your leader right now while he is still your leader, because that could change, but he looks pretty strong up there and pretty comfortable. We're talking about this guy, driver of the 24 car, Dakota Floyd. This shows you the banking at Michigan, too, when we do the onboard. So you can see that this track is banked quite a bit. Definitely banked more than Martinsville last week. Go back to 2nd. We're going to get on board with this driver. That's going to be the 26 of Keaton Tripp. Look at the car getting loose. I just watched Keaton Tripp turning right there because that car was breaking loose on him. Going to find his 419 Motorsports teammate back in 3rd. That'll be Andrew Wagner driving a 44 car. Yeah, he's keeping that wheel pretty straight, so it looks like this car is loose off the corner. We get on board with this driver. We've seen him working his way through the field. That's going to be the 69 of Aiden Young. The fireman. He's out here to put their fires out, Brazy. See this
the tires get hot, he can help.
You see Aiden working a lot lower line than these other guys in front of him. And you can hear those tires when we're on board with them. You can just hear them. Are they happy? Nah, probably not, Brazy.
I can't imagine they are.
He's right on the bottom of the track, though. He's going to get a good run on him off of turn 4 here. Making the bottom work for him, pulling up behind these guys. I don't think it's as good at 1 and 2, but it's really good down in 3 and 4, Brazy. Get on board with the fastest qualifier tonight, the 75 of Chuck Sweeting. He's watching those 4 cars battle as he's sitting back here in the 5th position. And Chuck is going to take care of his stuff, so he'll be there at the end. Go back to 6th. We're going to jump on board with the 31 of Richard Holland. He's watching the battle too. But Holland's back about a second from it.
He's getting a little loose there.
Yeah, that was Aiden that got loose, wasn't it?
It was.
Yeah, you see Chuck's going to get a run on the high side right now. I think that was a product of working the bottom there, Brazy.
Yeah, I've noticed a lot of the cars that are on the lower side, and when they're coming in the corner or coming out of the corners, they're kind of almost drifting around the end of it.
Holland was loose center off right there. You could hear it in his tires, and you could see it in his wheel. We got a caution. We got a caution flag, so we're going to have to jump out of here and figure out what happened.
Number 12. Cody Riggs just spun out.
Cody Riggs. So let's go ahead and try our instant replay tonight. We'll see if that son of a bitch is broken or working. Well, we didn't go back far enough, so let's try going back about 10 more seconds and trying it again. How about 10 more and trying it again, and 10 more and trying it again. So here we go, watching the 12 of Cody Riggs. He's going to get sideways and just lose it right here. He was not able to save it. He went back and forth a couple times, Brazy, so he gave it an effort. But he didn't hit anything, and he had it on 3 wheels at one time in the spin, so all's good in that one. Well, hello, B&B. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream here tonight. I'm doing fantastic. You have to ask Brazy how he's doing.
What's going on, B&B? How are you? I'm doing great. So that's going to give pretty much everybody a pit, which we are at lap 30. Which was probably about where some of these guys were going to want to start pitting. Maybe a little early. Like between 30 and 40 is where a lot of these guys are probably going to look.
Yeah, it'd be a good time for these leaders to go ahead and go to dealing with the kiddos, living the best life. Yeah, those days are over for me. My kiddos aren't kiddos no more, so they're still kiddos, but they're adult kiddos now. How many do you have, B&B? See the leaders on pit road. 24 car. Oh, I thought Chuck was going to beat him off the pit road there. He had that first pit stall, so. 24 Dakota Floyd, though, able to hang on to it. Richard Holland, he's going to come out third in the 31. So good pickup for Holland right here.
And now you can go live.
Who?
You.
Go live what?
They're already out.
Oh, you're right. And now we will go live because they're lined up. That's what sucks about the replays, Brazy.
Yeah, I know. I've done it myself. I'm like, wait a minute. You're announcing things. I'm like, that's not what I'm seeing.
Howdy there, Scotty Mack. Welcome to the stream here tonight.
What's going on, Scotty?
I want to welcome all 16 of our concurrent viewers, Brazy. Concurrent. Andy Starcher, how you doing, buddy?
Said it any better.
How you doing, Andy? Good to see you in there.
While we're in this caution, if you guys are not already, please give us a like, hit that subscribe button, and hit the notification bell so you know next time we go live, which will be tomorrow night with the trucks.
Brazy, me and Nation decided we don't want likes no more.
Oh, you don't want likes anymore?
No, when you get the likes, it just means we got to come back and do it again. Jeez.
Sorry, I missed the stream last week, Wednesday, and, I missed out on some stuff.
Andy, I hate to see that, man. I hope we put on a great race for you tonight. Take your mind off of it a little bit. And we wish you a speedy recovery, buddy. All right, 2x2 up here. Looking for that green flag for our restart from our one caution in 31 laps here at Michigan Speedway with the RGC Xfinity Series. And we're back to green flag racing.
Dakota got a little bit of a jump, but it wasn't much.
I wouldn't recommend surgery for anyone either, Andy. Not even on a damn toe, man. I would not recommend it. All right, here we go. 26, battle for second, though, 75 and 31. Battle back there for third and fourth, though. I seen it briefly happen, but now it's back for fourth, and it's, 44 and 30?
Well, it was.
Now,
44 and 4 pushing to the inside.
44 is going to go to the bottom, take over the third spot. That's good to hear there, buddy.
Teammates coming up, too.
That's the problem with aging, Andy. We don't know what's going to break.
Yeah.
From day to day, we're like, shit, what's going to break tomorrow? What's going to break in 5 minutes?
That didn't hurt before.
Exactly. You get pains in places you didn't even fucking know existed. So there's the 75, the 44, your top three there. The 24 still leading this thing now. I'll tell you something, that 24, once he got himself up front, he's been able to hold on to there pretty good, Brazy.
And we saw it on the last round. He's fighting Chuck again, so those guys went round and round before. Now the 44 wasn't involved in that before. He's now made his way up there, so
he's fighting Chuck too.
Yeah, he's fighting Chuck now too. So
he's fighting him on the outside. And I'll tell you, on the longer run, it looked like the outside was kind of working to their advantage a little bit. I mean, we had seen Aiden.
It looks smoother.
We'd seen Aiden make up a lot of time on the bottom and the middle part of the run, but the latter part of that, man, the top side looked to be the way to go. Maybe it's because it was a little easier for them to hang on to. As you see, Chuck's going to drop a couple of spots, maybe 3. He's going to work the high side. The 31 of Richard Holland's going to go try to take the spot, move Chuck back to 5th. So from 2nd to 5th, just like that, Brazy. And then you go back a little bit more. You got Justin Gann. He's got the 69 of Aiden Young all over his bumper. These two are working the bottom, and that's pretty normal for what we've seen on the first run here. And behind them, though, 55 car, Justin Ritchie. He's following right in tow with him. You got the 23 of Brandon Showers. Where'd Brandon come from? He's worked his way up here nicely. You see Brandon sitting there in the 10th position. So worked himself in the 23 car up here to the top 10, and I love the old school STP paint job, man. I love it.
Yeah, you're giving Justin a little bump and run there.
Yeah, you give him a little help. It's like, all right, we got to get you going. I'll tell you, a guy looking to get in that top 10 is Tommy Haynes, and we know he started back a little ways. So that in fact, he started 18th, Brazy, and he's up here battling to get into the top 10 on lap 37. So not too far behind him, though, his teammate John Wimbish there. And the 00 of Roy Hyde. That's one guy that you can almost bet we're going to see up in the top 5 towards the end of this thing, the 00 car. We know he's got his confidence back. He's been running well, Brazy. And on a big track like Michigan, I just think that this kind of fits Roy's style a little bit.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how everything pans out in the longer run. And if cautions end up being a factor, or if maybe Pitt's strategies turn out to be the factor. Or there's a lot of what ifs right now.
I expect green flag racing when we come to tracks like this. So I would expect to see green flag pit stops is all I'm saying. But the car does look like it's a little uncontrollable. especially when they get later in the run. It looks like it's harder for them to hold on to. And, I mean, I was seeing drivers like Richard Holland sawing on the wheel. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And when you see that, then you know it's a hard thing to hold on to. As we get back a little farther, I'm back around 16th, 17th, and 18th. We see the 72 of Jacob Daniels, 97 there, Travis Smith, and the 9 car, Adam Matz. And Matz is another one I'm used to seeing up front when he's racing. So he's kind of...
I know in some earlier laps, it looked like he kind of had that problem where he got sucked into the wall and couldn't get away from it. And I'm wondering if he's got some damage on his car now that's causing him to be slower than everybody else now.
That's possible, but looking down the right side of the car looks pretty good. I don't think it's terribly messed up too bad there, but we'll see. You're right. At a big track like Michigan, a little bit of damage could do that. I'm going to go back and find Randy Showers in the 21 car. He's going to be sitting in the 20th position, and he's got a guy that started in the very back of the field, the 63 of Glenn Jamison, the underdog. He's got the underdog. It's good to see the chat blowing up tonight. We're up to 20 concurrent viewers there, Brazy.
Wow.
And 11 likes. So thank you, each and every one of you. Thank you from the bottom of our heart here at WFO Racing League. And we're keeping it real with autism awareness.
Keeping it real.
That's right. Watching.
Should we add a brother to that?
70 and 6, a brother.
Keeping it real, brother.
Keeping it real, brother. So Seth Steele, haven't talked about this driver tonight. Seth is back here in the 66 car in the 23rd position. He's right behind Burt Wilson there, so possibly could pick up a position or 4. And then Ivan Jones back here in the 53, the most multitasking driver, Brazy. This dude can multitask. He can text in YouTube while he's racing, and it doesn't seem to affect the feller. But he's got the 12 car, Cody Riggs, trying to work up some spots after the caution earlier. So the 12 working the bottom of the track right here. And the guy watching that's going to be the 77 of Lance Yancey. And I'll tell you, that's a driver, too, that's capable of running up towards the front. I've done a lot of battling with that 77 car. So I know that he's capable of running up a little farther there. Mike Mitchell. Well, we'll go to Jordan Indries. There we go. 257 right here. And I know there's a Jordan Indries fan in the chat. I know there is. You see that 257 car running back here in the 28th position right now. And I'm just trying to get through the field a little bit. 35 of Gary Wright, 29th. In that pink car right there. What's up, DMS? He says, what's up, Brazy?
What up, DMS?
I'll tell you what the hell. I had to get back in a booth again. That's what the hell. I'm going to go back and find Pops, Paul Patterson right there in the 51 car. Pops sitting back here in the 30th spot. Looks like the car's clean. He's just riding around and keeping it that way. But 11 laps down this driver. The 10 of Enrique. What do we need? 2 and the 257. I got you. 2 cars right here. Mike Mitchell sitting in the 28th position. And he's battling with the 257. So you almost got a 2-for-1 right there, Denise. I'm glad I could accommodate you there. And it helped that they're running together. It really did. Now,
he has the voice for it, doesn't he?
I'm pretty sure I wasn't born to be in the booth. I'm just saying, I'm pretty sure I wasn't. I think I was actually born to be driving in this race, and for some reason, I'm in the damn booth. Oh, a little bump right there from the 2 to 257. So I guess they're putting on a show there for you. Looks like it's going to cost the two more than the 257. So watching a little battle going on right here between Jordan and Mike Mitchell.
I'm watching up front here. You got Dakota at one point was over a 0.6 ahead of everybody else.
Gann's running them
that
down.
has now been cut down to 0.25 now.
Yeah, and when I get back up here, look at the battle for third. 69 of Aiden Young, 44 there. Oh, Aiden's loose. Manny had a run, and the thing got loose on him, and we're getting to that point in the run again, Brazy. When you work the bottom, it's just hard to hold the back end under you.
Yep, they've got about 17 laps on these tires, 18 laps on these tires now, and yeah, that's about when they were saying in practices when they were starting to really get sloppy.
Keep piling it on, chat, and I'm going to start talking through my nose, I promise. I'm not going to lie, I do have fun being in the booth, but I have more fun. I say that. The one thing I hardly ever get in the booth is pissed off. And when you're racing, you get pissed off a lot. You do. So I don't get pissed off when I'm in here like that. So that's kind of good. And being able to chat with everybody that comes in, that's just the bonus. Yeah, the face.
For your blood pressure.
Like you can really see my face. If you could see my face. Oh, shit. We did it, Brazy. Overlace crash, man.
Oh, is that what that little hiccup was? I thought it was my computer.
No, it's mine. So we're going to lose timing and scoring and overlays for a second, but it's no problem. I'm used to this now. I came prepared with a backup plan.
Professional.
Oh, you want a face cam? I'll put a face cam up here. But it ain't happening tonight. Maybe next week we'll try that, Brazy. We'll put our face cams up.
Ooh, that'll be scary.
At least I can get my timing screen going again after the great halfway failure. Are we halfway yet, Brazy? Probably not.
We are halfway.
Oh, look at that. I got a failure halfway through the race. Do it. All right. I will do it. I will set up a camera. I'll set up a face camera next week. And I'll put it right in the damn corner of the screen. Right over the Twisted Tuesday logo.
I mean, you could put it behind the overlays, and then when it crashes, they get a little peek-see during the crash, and then it goes back away again.
That's a good idea, Brazy. That's actually probably the better idea right there. I'll just put it behind the overlays, so when the overlays crash, you'll know why. You'll see the picture of the guy working the overlays. So you'll know exactly why they crashed. I'm going to get the overlays back up for you here eventually. And that way you can see where your favorite drivers are at. And I'll put it to the top 10 when I do that. And it's not responding again, so I'm pretty sure we're screwed. Nope, there it went. It just took it a while. We're back up towards the front, though, 24 and 30. Dakota Floyd still leading it, but he ain't leading it by much, Brazy.
No, he's not.
And
I'm watching the battle between the 31 and 75 right now. Well, and the Force just snuck up into this, so that's the current battle for fifth place.
Yeah. I kind of like that idea, Ryland. That's how it'll happen. I appreciate that. We'll find out next Tuesday, though. I don't know. I've never really watched a race broadcast where they put their face on the screen. I've never really seen that.
Even the national actual NASCAR races, they usually don't see their faces too much.
No, you don't see their faces because it ain't about it's not about your commentators. It's about your drivers out there. We're here for the drivers, not the commentators, right?
That's right.
And look at that second place driver as we had a lead change. Justin Gann got it, but the 69 of Aiden Young, he's making the bottom work, Brazy. He's making it work. And you can see the car getting loose because I just watched the back of it skate around on him. So I know it's getting loose on the bottom, but Aiden's making it work right now. He's up to P2, and they're going to drop Dakota back to third. And that's a pretty big feat to take that 24 off that top spot, man.
Especially with all the great run we've seen him do so far tonight, and holding first for most of the race, and battling Chuck in the beginning, but then taken away with it. And
yeah, I was
at one point he was up by 0.6, and
I was just getting up here to those guys, and you see Chuck right there trying to make a B line on the 44, Andrew Wagner. So it's happening, and damn it, we're up to 15 likes. We're only 5 away from me coming back tomorrow night, Brazy. Something's broken.
You know, that's something that maybe we should keep track of it. How many likes before Nation shows up?
Oh,
and maybe
shit.
it's
Now
a certain amount
16.
that
definitely broken.
Maybe after so many, Nation just magically pops up, so we need to get that in order for him to show up.
2, 3, 4, 5. So the top 7 are they're kind of in a league of their own.
See that?
You go back to 8th, and these guys are 5 seconds back, Brazy. And they're battling. Look at that. Back here around Justin Ritchie and John Sanu and all these guys. Doing a little bit of battling back here. This is still inside, for the most part, the top 10. That's what the 86 and the 55 are trying to settle. The 55 has the 10th position. The 86 wants it. So what do you do at that point? You battle for it, right? And
that's right.
The guy quietly working his way up towards the top 10 is the 00 Roy Hyde. He got around the 9. He's going to work on the 17 and the 23 here. So Roy's sitting in the 14th position. Brandon Showers up there in the 13th position. And there's Adam Matz. Talked about him running back a little bit earlier. He's going to get up here and try to battle, and these guys are trying to push themselves into the top 10. One of the cars I see up there ahead of them, 2 of them are the 86 and the 55, and they're caught, Brazy.
Yeah, you got 3 wide behind them.
You got 2 by 2 here and some tight racing. 3 wide, 9, 17, 23. Adam Matz on the bottom, 17 of Tommy Haynes driving a Busch Light Apple car. Whoa, 23 got loose off the corner, and I thought the wreck was coming. I thought we had caution number 2 about ready to happen on the speedway tonight. Good save. Good recovery from the 23. Still battling 3 wide, though, Brazy. Oh. Ooh. Getting a little bit close tight there. Yes. Getting a little bit close, but Tommy Haynes is going to clear the 23 and jump right up in front of him, and the 23 is going to cut him some courtesy and stay out of the beautiful bumper of that 17 car. That paint job is really nice. Tommy Haynes known for sporting some really cool paint jobs here. We'll get up there and take a look at the back of the Busch Light machine here. Oh, what the hell?
Got a caution.
Every time I change camera views. Was it the 12, Brazy? Yep.
Does
35
like
and
it.
12. Gary Wright. And that's 2 on the 12. All right, so let's see what happened right here. 12 gets into the wall, loses it, comes down. The 35 gets punted in a checkup. And I think that's going to do the 12 in for the night. I'm pretty sure his car is toast. Hopefully the 35 of Gary Wright didn't get it too bad here, but it looks like he might have. So let's back it up for Gary and Let's see how bad he got it. I mean, I think he was just reacting of a situation that he's seen happen in front of him. But we're going to... No, he got loose all on his own. That's two separate incidents right there, Brazy. So you had the 12 and the 35 kind of simultaneous wrecking. Two different instances right there. Separate incidents, so... That'll catch up on the caution flag, and sorry, no face cam for that. Maybe we'll try that next Tuesday night. We're having technical difficulties right now, and no face camera is working. I do want to take a moment, though, to thank everybody tuning into the stream here tonight. Not only do we appreciate it in the booth, but the drivers do too. And one of the things that all the drivers tell me is that they love coming back and watching the broadcast and reading the chat. They absolutely love doing that. And, you know, a lot of these guys will show it to their coworkers and stuff. You know, look at this, and that's really cool. So when you're leaving a like, it's not for the guys up here in the booth. It's definitely for the drivers out there on the track and everybody involved in WFO. That's what makes it happen. And even Michael McCauley, he's out right now. He's got we'll just say he's got a sick little one, Brazy. So McCauley's got to do what he's got to do. But he knows we're here for him, and we're going to keep this thing running. We want to thank him for getting a race this set up, and we're just going to keep going right here. 2 caution flags tonight. Lap 61, we got 39 laps to go, and your new leader is the 69 of Aiden Young. We've seen him work his way up in the top 3. Look like he could battle for the lead a time or 10. And now after their pit stops here, and we didn't get a green flag pit stop. We've had 2 convenient cautions that took those away. I don't know if they can make it 38 laps on fuel, but we're going to find out right here. I wouldn't think they could because, you know, Michigan's a pretty big track, but they do have a full tank of fuel, so they might be able to. But will they go without a caution? That's the thing.
Well, that's the thing. It's they've got about 28 laps. No, 30, 40 laps. 38 laps.
38 laps. Where the hell is Nation at?
You never know with him.
Is that not a good question? I mean, we got 38 laps to go, and Nation hasn't. Not even a what the hell in the chat. Not even a what the hell in the chat. That's right. I mean, we didn't even get that from him. So, is it alien abductions again? Alien probes? I don't know. Quarter pounders
at this point.
Quarter pounders? Maybe a drive-through trip? I don't know that either. I'll bet he's giving digital scrapbook tutorials right now, Brazy. Ryan Daniels going to cover for Nation. All right, pace cars in.
Green flag.
And we're back to green flag racing. Lap 63 of 100 when they cross the line. Aiden Young, your leader, and he's going to leave them 2 by 2 to battle behind him. And Chuck Sweeting jumped out of line. I think somebody might have tapped him.
I think he was getting pushed pretty good by Austin.
Yeah, 75 getting pushed on the start. So you see the 24 Dakota Floyd. He would like to go back up there. And Andrew Wagner took the lead from Aiden.
You got Chuck Austin and Richard going 3 wide in this corner.
He didn't take it, but he was definitely working on it when I caught it. Ryan Daniels, you jump in the staging room in Discord, and we might just take you up on that offer here tonight.
Lost Jason Hafford.
I'll get me someone different to call this race. They're going to fall in line, though, down the straightaway here, Brazy. 69, 24, 44 back out front. And I like what the 44 was able to do. Those guys got in a battle, and so the 44 is able to step out by half a second on them. Little bit of breathing room. These Knicks. Oh, and we're back. Third caution. I just lost.
Well, I see the 97 sitting on the track.
Yep, he's sitting the wrong direction, isn't he, Brazy? Oh, no. John Wimbish involved in it, too. Ooh, hard contact for the 97 car. What happened? It happened in front of him, I believe. I believe that might have happened from a reaction of what happened in front of him. So we're going to take a look because I need to see up here to the 55 car.
Yeah, it looked like.
Oh, and Wimbish disconnected before I could click on him here. So maybe I can find the 55. And there goes my god-dang phone. Twice. All right, so we found Justin Ritchie. Oh, contact. 55 and 86, and I believe that happened with a reaction to that contact.
It looks like 97 checked up and 72 tapped him, and
97 checked up and 72 didn't. That'll usually lead to problems right here. We're lap 66 of 100, so I don't know. That might be an instance where cautions, they breed cautions, Brazy. I'll make sure I'm live again. I think I am. So we got a quick caution right there after our last restart. That's even though the caution count says 2 in the top right-hand corner. That is wrong because we did have the overlays crash once, and we had a caution before that. So don't believe that caution is all I'm telling you. That caution count is definitely wrong. Top 3, Andrew Wagner in a 44, 69, Aiden Young, 24, Dakota Floyd in a 4-car of Austin Wagner. And then rounding out the 5th position is going to be the 31 right here, Richard Holland. So that's your top 5. Lap 67 of 100. And your leader right now is the official pace car of the race. I think it's a Toyota. Maybe it's a Ford Fusion. I don't know what they use. Taking a look at the field from the leader standpoint back. See the leader there, the 44 Andrew Wagner, 419 Motorsports. To his outside, Aiden Young, Iceman Motorsports.
you always miss something important.
Green, green.
And we're back to green
got a
flag
green
racing.
flag.
So you're back just in time to watch the green flag drop.
Aiden breaking loose.
good restart there for the 44, Andrew Wagner. He took advantage of them. They're stacked up behind him, though. Holland looking to the bottom here. Aiden having a little bit of problems on them restarts, and he's going to drop a couple of spots, maybe 3. Yeah, don't start, Brazy.
I'm listening, and I've already started, so... Ooh, 30 and 75 getting really close to each other on that.
Yeah, I'm watching that race, and I was watching it, but I wasn't showing it to the broadcast, but we're going to now because I feared it was going to be our next caution if they keep racing that tight, Brazy. I'm not going to be a party to this situation here. But the 31, the 30, and the 69, but look at the battle behind them. My God, 9. 75, 49. Help me understand. Now the 26 gets involved. At least the 17 and 55.
Multiple 3 wides going on here.
3 wide up in front of them. They're going to get that worked out to 2 wide. I think that's just Gann and Holland figuring something out there. Now you got the 69, Aiden Young. We know the 69's fast. I think he's just caught up there where he ain't been running the whole race, Brazy.
Yeah, and like we say, that restart, he spun his tires, and I think he's trying to correct from that now.
Yeah, he got caught up there on that outside. You see these guys working the bottom because on the fresher tires you can do that better. And I think that's the problem. But if he can fend off the 30 and get back down there where he's been running, he might be able to run those guys back down and be in pretty good shape. But, almost contact. The 69 reacted to it. He got all the way out of the gas, and he's going to lose more spots. They're going to blow by him like he's tied to a stump, Brazy.
Yeah, he's losing lots of spots off of that. But he's got his inside line back, so we'll see if he starts climbing back up again.
Yeah, it took him about 6 spots to get it, so I'm going back up front. We got a battle. Look at the 24, Dakota Floyd. He's putting a lot of pressure on that 44 right now, and the 4's moving into the picture too. Andrew Wagner in the 44, your leader, 3rd place back there. The 4 of Austin Wagner. And the 4 is trying to not be in 3rd too much longer. He's going to go after Dakota for 2nd. And damn near clear him in that corner. I think he cleared him. He did. So move the 4 of Austin Wagner to 2nd. That's going to drop the 24 back to 3rd. And this is getting confusing with all them damn 4s up here. 44, 4, 24. Come on, give me a break. I got to get back to the 30. 30's by itself. Justin Gann ain't got nobody pressuring him from behind. Oh, that's a good one. And he's got no one in front of him. So no pressure right there on the 30 car. He's just got to run his line and see if he can run those guys down in front of him. 31, though, of Holland. There's a lot of pressure around him. 69 working the bottom, trying to get back up here. And he's recovering once he hit the bottom, Brazy. You're right.
He is.
He's picked up a couple of spots already. He's going after the 26 of Keaton Tripp. And Keaton disappeared on me momentarily, so 26 went MIA on me for a second, like he might have blinked out. 69 of Aiden Young still working the bottom of the track, trying to get a position on him. They're lined up behind him. 49, Adam Pettit. 9 of Adam Matz right here. 23 of Brandon Showers. Again, your top 10 with the 23 on the outside looking in, and I think he might have straightened the right rear of his car out on the wall. It looked like his car hopped a little bit, Brazy. You see the 17 of Tommy Haynes working behind the 23. In the Busch light car. You're only going to hear that once because I'm never trying that again. Look at Gann closing up on your top three, Justin Gann in the 30. And now Dakota Floyd putting pressure back on the 4. And, man, Gann had a run, and he had to cut it harder down to the bottom, Brazy. And we're trying to go 3 wide for second. Hot damn, we turned on YouTube and a race broke out, Brazy. 25 laps to go. Business will pick up now.
Not just in one spot either. It's all over.
It is all over the track. We love it.
Like there's battles everywhere right now.
Take a broader look at the field here.
Aiden's managed to get back into 6th place. Trying to challenge Richard for 5th.
Now you see the field coming out of the corner, and we got a battle for second. It's no longer a battle. Justin Gann in the 30 car is going to take it. And that battle's for third, Crazy.
Yeah, see Dakota kind of checking back and making Austin lose a little speed on him.
Richard Holland, and look at that, the 69 of Aiden Young working his way back up towards the front. So 31, 4, 69, 75 of Chuck Sweeting. I think he's going to come up here and join this. And this is a battle 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th position right here. 30 cars going for the lead, though. Just seen him jump out. 30 jumps out of line. He's going to go after the 44, and this is going to be for the lead right here.
It looked like Dakota was trying to figure out which one he wanted to be behind, and then he just kind of got out too far and lost some.
Look at the 44, though. He's going to use momentum from that wall. And he's going to be able to power back by the 30. The 30 is going to stay on the bottom. The 24, though, might take a look on the high side. And it brought the field to him, Brazy. They got the racing side by side, and look how close the 31 and the 69. And, man, the 69's loose and doing all kinds of stuff back here.
He's definitely skating around the corners.
Getting to the point, 20 laps or so on these runs, 30 laps, and it seems like look at the 4 car right there. He did I don't know if he did something spooked him right there or what, but he snatched that wheel kind of crazy, and the 4 car kind of jumped out on a guy.
And he ended up losing 4 spots on that.
We're battling for the lead. This time the 30's going to clear him. Justin Gann's going to take the lead over the 44. Of Andrew Wagner. Dakota Floyd's going to watch that happen. And then, of course, Richard Holland right here. Look at that. Getting inside 20 to go. Aiden Young still hanging out there in the 69 car. Man, close racing between the 24 right there and the 44. 44 is going to get booted
31
out.
And 44, 3 wide.
69's going to try to get another 2 for 1. He's done it twice tonight. Why not go for a third one, Brazy? Third time's the charm, right?
On him. Richard closed that door on him, so he's going to settle for trying just to get around 44 right now.
Yeah, 69's going to work on the 44 right now. So Aiden Young and Andrew Wagner. Meanwhile, back up front at the farm as the 24 and the 30, and the 30 of Gann's just working the bottom of this track like a master right now, Bracy. He's making the car stick down there. He's making it work, and it's showing on the racetrack. Able to keep a couple car length distance there between him and the 24. This time he's going to run up, though, just above that first seam and still get a good run off the corner. These other guys, they just ain't got it figured out yet, Brazy. They're still fighting for it. Holland, the 44. Holland got around and cleared the 44. The 44 starts fighting back. Now the 69's coming after him again. And look at the 26. He's going to come in and jump in on the action next. So we got some crazy racing to get inside the top 4 and 5 here tonight. 18 laps to go if you're keeping count up there in the top right-hand corner.
Richard trying to hold off both.
Post your current top 10 right here. We got 18 concurrent viewers, Brazy, and coincidentally 18 likes.
Nice.
Is it a coincidence? I think not.
I think not, sir.
I think they're just trying to get 20 likes so I'll get my ass back in the booth tomorrow.
They like you up here.
I don't like it up here.
I know you don't, but they like you up here.
They might like it. I don't like it. I want to be back in the car. I want to start a petition to get Vern back in the car. So anyone in there that votes, just put simply number 14, and I'll know you want me back in the car. I don't see any 14s, Brazy. That sucks. And if you want me back in the booth, just put B for booth. Oh, there's 14. There's the 14 I needed right there. DMS. You could put me back in a 14 car. I'll tell you what, Brazy, I'm getting the votes to get back in the car, man. That's how bad I suck in the booth. Look at that. If it makes me happy, I'll say 14. And it makes me happy, Brazy. I know it, Ryan. You're going to get there, buddy. Don't worry about it.
We got Dakota Floyd back in the lead again.
I see that. Justin Gann up there. I thought he was in the fence, but he come off the corner like his ass was on fire. Literally, he's still working the bottom. 31 of Richard Holland's going to follow suit here. Dakota, though, one thing I'll say about Dakota, he's been working the same line the whole race, Brazy. The man ain't changing his line, and it's working for him. This battle for second, though, I think might heat up with Richard Holland pulling up to the bumper of the 30-car Justin Gann. And now you wonder if Keaton Tripp here, who's got around them other guys, got himself up in the 4th position, might have something to go up here and battle with him, Brazy. Damn it. We're one like away. And I got to come back. Could somebody maybe take some likes away from us? That would be great. That would just be perfect, grand. I think DMS must have disappeared. I ain't seen him in the chat much. He's up there. He said the 14, but.
Oh,
is that over yet?
Oh, nope, not yet.
Oh, 69 saved it.
Uh-oh.
How in the hell?
There's a lot going on there.
How was that not a caution, Brazy?
That was.
Oh, this is tight racing, though, on old tires. 13 laps to go. If whoever said business is picking up, this is when business picks up right here. You can see it. You can see business picking up right here. Cars get loose, slight contact here and there, and you got a great group of drivers when you can see them get that out of shape and just save it. That's insane.
Yeah, and it wasn't just one that got loose. There was a couple of them that got loose, and they all. Oh, yeah, we got teammates taking each other out.
Oh, we got a caution too. 26 and 4, and someone else's hood flew up. I don't know what went down there, but we're going to find out right here on the WFO instant replay.
Oh, Chuck Sweeting get tied up in that.
It was Chuck, wasn't it?
He got tied up in it. He wasn't the one. But
yeah, that was his hood I seen fly up.
Yep. Yeah, that was his hood.
Dang it, man. So the 4 and the 26. They got tangled up, and Chuck Sweeting got caught up in the teammates' wrecking. They were on a straightaway, Brazy, and they just got together, didn't they? I think the four might have drifted up there a little bit too high. Yep. In the 75 of Chuck Sweeting, the, what do we call that? The innocent bystander?
Yes.
Oh, man. What happened? He disconnected. So we're on the 75 now. See the hood fly up on the car, and he's pretty much done at that point. So you hate it for Chuck having a good run tonight. You hate it for all the drivers involved right there.
Yeah, with only 10 laps left,
we're going to go back to live TV and lose the entire field, not just part of the field, but the whole damn field. They're coming to pit road, Brazy. 11 laps to go.
They are going to get tires and fuel and...
Nobody braved it, man. Nobody. 20 likes. Are you kidding me right now? I mean, are you freaking kidding me? 20 likes, Brazy. I told them to take them away. What is going on here?
And they added.
Oh, I've been good tonight. I haven't... Yay, see you tomorrow. Thanks a lot. Oh, mercy. I've been good this broadcast, though. I ain't went off on nobody. I haven't cussed out any, I haven't cussed out ATVO, iRacing, or anybody one time. Have I, Brazy?
You have not.
And the overlays even crashed on me. Look at that, 10 laps. They're going to have under 10 laps to go. We've had 4 cautions tonight. They'll have under 10 laps to go when we go back to green. Justin Gann going to beat these guys off pit road. 31 of Richard Holland back in second. In the 44, Andrew Wagner sit back there in the third spot. And Aiden Young for Ryan Daniels, Iceman Motorsports fans. He's going to be restarting fourth, so second row there on the restart. Not a bad place to be. And we've seen business pick up late in the last run. It ain't nothing on how business is going to pick up now, Brazy.
Absolutely not. We got, it'll be interesting to see how it goes. 10 laps, they should be able to stick pretty good with those tires that they've got if everybody was able to change their tires, and we'll see if there was any, if I can't tell who did what for tires and gas, so
I'm showing stint, but
I
I don't think I can see the tires either. I'll see if I can.
Because it'd be interesting to see who
all
all got what on that.
Looks like maybe all of them got tires. I don't know. I don't know how to tell on that.
Because I see Dakota is back in like 7th place right now, so his pit stop apparently was a little longer than that of like Justin Gann, who is now in first.
He may have had 4 tires. Maybe Gann decided to do 2. I don't know. We're going to find out on the restart who can hold it and who can't.
We will find out.
And we might find out how quick we get another caution here. As we're 2 by 2, get ready for that restart. They're down the back straightaway now. They have to go through turns 3 and 4. And you're right. Aiden needs to get down to the bottom. He gets down to the bottom, and he's going to be a threat to win it for sure. And if we're right, and those guys got 2 tires and the 24 has 4, there's enough time probably for Dakota to get up there, Brazy.
Absolutely.
So you got the 9 of Adam Matz, 49 right there of Adam Pettit. So 49 and 9, Adam and Adam back there on the 3rd row. Tommy Haynes, the bootlegger, pulling in there. Look at Burt Wilson, Justin Ritchie. And back to green flag racing here. Outside line did not get going. The 44, though, Andrew Wagner is going to put her on the bottom. He's going to get help from the 9 of Adam Matz. Matz was nowhere the whole race, but he's here now, Brazy. Adam's going to drop off a little bit. Holland in the 31 looking real good on the high side right here. But we got a battle
dropping to the inside.
Battle for the lead. Aiden's going to find the inside. The 44 is going to take it to the 30 and get it. So score the 44, Andrew Wagner, your leader. Look at Holland going after the 30. Richard Holland been hanging out in the top 4 or 5 all race long. Oh man, look at the juking and jiving, Brazy. I mean, juking,
Not sure if he was trying to trick him out or if he was.
Oh, almost contact between the leaders up here. 30
Juking,
and
jiving,
44.
ducking, and diving.
Yep, juking, jiving, ducking, diving. Look at the 69, though. I like what he's doing. He's working the bottom. But time's just a ticking, man. The laps are going away here. 30 not able to get a run and do nothing with the 44. Andrew Wagner's going to lead him down to 6 to go. But the 69 of Aiden Young working the bottom. He's going to go for third. 9 of Adam Matz kind of looking in there. Aiden holding the bottom really nicely right here. Holland keeping the momentum on the higher side. Gann still looking to get up front. He's trying to get the lead back. I don't see Dakota blowing through him. So if these guys got 2 and Dakota got 4, he's not blowing through them. Aiden Young just doing everything to try to get a run on that 31. And the 30's trying to keep he's trying to keep in line and pace with the 44. Andrew Wagner just blistering it right now, Brazy. 5 to go. For the most part, they've fallen in line here in the top 5, 10, which are all right here together. 55, Justin Ritchie putting a little bit of pressure on the 17 of Tommy Haynes here. Haynes going to get a run at the 49, but not able to go anywhere. 49's taking a look at the 24. I don't think Gann's done with them, Brazy.
I don't think so. He's been making a good push on the corners to catch up.
Yeah, he's really had – I've been watching him the past couple of turns, and he's been very methodic in what he's done here. And he got the run that time. Look at the run he got. So Gann has got something figured out here. He tweaked his driving just a little bit.
Catching.
But Richard Holland, again, he tweaked his driving, and he's coming right back to him. That time, though, Andrew Wagner, perfect corner. 30 gets into the outside wall. 3 laps to go at the line.
And that is going to open the door for Richard to catch up and possibly get around on this next corner.
Yeah, Holland's going to look to the bottom. 69 right here, Aiden Young with him. But look at the 9 of Adam Matz. Matt's able to find his groove. They weren't able to capitalize, though, off the little wall tap from the 30 car. But, boy, that sure cost the 30 on getting up there to the 44, didn't it?
It absolutely did.
Andrew
And I don't know
Wagner
how,
leading
but he's managed to grow that gap between him and Richard, and
he has.
apparently hitting the wall. Apparently hitting the wall gave him some aerodynamics.
Not just that, he's catching up to the 44 again, but I don't know if it's too little, too late. We got 2 laps to go. There's still, there's still time to catch him, Brazy, but I don't know, man. I don't know. We're gonna have to find out. You see the 44's trying to break the draft. You see that?
Yep.
So when he pulls all the way to the bottom like that, he's trying to break the draft from that 30 car. And that time it worked. He's able to open it up a little bit, and this is when you want to open it up. You're coming up to the white flag, man. You don't want that guy right on your bumper because there's a good chance that he might end up in a driver's seat, Brazy.
And you got Aiden. Well, he was. Now you. They're making a run on second place here, but you got Aiden and Richard. They're battling for third. Aiden was right on the tail of Richard, and now they've got a little bit of gap between them now. So,
all right, down the back straightaway, Brazy, for the final time right here. Turns 3 and 4. Andrew Wagner, the leader. 30 car of Gann. Look at the closure rate now, Brazy.
Pushing.
Off
of
turn
hard
4, Gann's just giving it everything it has, and it's not enough. It's a 44. Of Andrew Wagner's going to win it tonight right here at Michigan. He'll win the RGC Xfinity Series race at the WFO Racing League. And, man, what a good job that young driver right there did. Look at the drifting out here, Brazy. You win it, you might as well show them you can drift it, right? And we're going to
I mean, they've pretty much been drifting it, so it probably wasn't much for them to make that corner like that.
And you stay tuned because we're going to do our 3 interviews coming up real soon, and then we're just going to take a break after that and call it a night because we'll be back tomorrow night, won't we, Brazy?
We will.
Because somebody decided to put 20 likes in the broadcast. I'd like to know who that hacker is.
Same WFO time, same WFO channel.
And same WFO place, unfortunately, with the same WFO commentator. All right, let's find that 44. Why did I do a replay? I don't know. I don't know what the hell I'm doing, Brazy. I don't know if them kids are in the booth, but they better get up here because I ain't waiting around on these interviews tonight. I'm tired, Brazy. Tired.
Darn tired.
I'm damn tired. I got to do the points, and I'm ready to get the hell out of here, so. Andrew Wagner, get your butt in the staging room, man. You're holding up the show up here.
I didn't see him in Discord.
He's not. They come in usually at the end. I'm going to do a countdown. I'm going to put a timer on this shit. 30 seconds. You ready, Brazy?
Sure.
29, 28, 27, 26, 25. There he is. That's what you do. You put a timer on it. Well, help me understand this, Mouse.
All right.
Andrew Wagner, we got you up in a broadcast booth. You got a copy, buddy?
Yeah, I got you guys.
Was you watching broadcast?
No.
Oh, he didn't hear my countdown, Brazy.
Wow.
You had plenty of time. You were on 20 seconds still.
Yeah, we're doing some on there.
So tell us about the race. I'm more interested to know how the car felt tonight.
Right there on that last 10 lap run, it felt like perfect. I think my short runs are pretty good, but I got pretty lucky with that caution, but I think if that were a 30 lap long run, I probably would not have done as good, but I don't know. I think everyone for racing pretty clean back there. I know teammates got into it a little bit there. I think they'll figure that out, but yeah, I had fun.
Yeah, they'll figure it out one way or the other, right?
Yeah, they'll get it all figured out.
So that last caution and restart then helped you a ton.
Oh yeah. I mean, every restart, like I just held it wide open and I ran right against that yellow line, and for whatever reason it worked very well.
It definitely worked well on that one. And you were it looked like the 30 could make a run at you a couple of times, but you were able to pull away from them and make a comfortable little space there.
Yeah, I bet if there was about 5 more laps, he might have caught me because I was burning up my shit. But yeah, and then I was trying to really break the draft on the back and front stretch. I don't know how much that was actually helping, but
I think it was actually working. I watched you do that 2 or 3 times, and I believe it was actually working, Andrew.
I hope so, because if not,
he
probably looks a
wasn't
little
dropping.
weird,
He wasn't dropping all the way down there with you.
yeah.
And I think you could tell the difference there, and it kind of kept him from getting all the way up to your bumper.
Yeah, I agree. I kind of wondered why people weren't doing that, but I'm guessing it could have been a tire thing where if you did it too much, it could have hurt your tires, but I don't know.
I don't know. Your tires look like they held out just long enough for you to put it down the victory lane, but I'm sure after that burnout there ain't none left.
Yeah, I blew the motor.
No tires and no motor. You hear that, Brazy? Brazy got anything for our winner?
You know, we saw you after the race doing the little Tokyo drifter on the corners. Was that kind of how the whole race kind of went?
I was hoping you guys would catch that. I had it all the way around the track.
Oh, we caught it. It's on the broadcast, man.
Perfect. Oh, that's great.
Yeah, we caught it. Andrew, you got anyone you want to thank while we got you up here, man?
Well, you guys for putting on the show. I mean, I wish you guys could race out there with us. It's so much fun. But I mean, I'm really glad you guys are doing this all with the league and all that. So I thank you guys. And teammates for racing with me there for 3/4 of the way and then wrecking each other, but they'll get it all figured out. But yeah, I'll thank you guys.
Well, we appreciate it, young man. Congratulations on your win. You gonna be racing tomorrow night or what?
Yeah, I should be here tomorrow night.
Awesome. Good to hear that. Well, Andrew, go enjoy it tonight, man. You earned it out there, buddy.
All right, we'll see you guys.
We'll see you later.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's your race winner right there, Andrew Wagner. Good interview. It's a good kid. Who finished second? Justin Gann.
Justin Gann did.
Where is he at?
He's down at the bottom.
Bottom of the list, huh?
Oh, he's right here now.
Oh,
I'll bring him up.
all right.
Justin Gann, you are in the booth with Vern and Brazen Bull. How are you? Do you have a copy?
I got you. I think it's my first time up here.
That's awesome.
Well, welcome in here.
Yeah,
I think you
I've been racing for a
it up here
while.
last week, or maybe it was the week before.
Yeah, I tried to. Yeah, last week I had an unfortunate event, so I
Yeah.
had the EOL.
But well, EOL last week, P2 tonight, and you were battling like hell to get up there. I mean, we saw you up there. You were battling with Dakota, then you were battling with Andrew there at the end. A couple more laps, and I think you would have had him. What do you think?
Yeah, I felt like I had a really good long run car for sure. I know a lot of those guys were, all race have really been getting it, so they knew exactly how hard they could push the car without swinging it around. So I feel like I was a little at a disadvantage on the late caution, but I mean, Andrew did a great job. I mean, all around great racing the whole night, really. Best race so far.
Well, and like we say, we watch you guys battle it out. Tires were an issue. We saw you guys slip sliding around there at times, but you for most of the night, I think you were out front or towards the front most of the night. So I mean, congratulations on that. Congratulations on P2. Was there anything looking back that you think you could have done differently to maybe have gotten in front and finished in first?
Yeah, I mean, I should have pushed the start a little bit harder or blocked the bottom lane in 1 and 2 there at the start. I didn't think he would be able to stick it and keep momentum by having it that low. So I didn't want to block him too bad. But as soon as that late caution fell, I knew. I mean, Richard, Aiden, Adam, Dakota, they're all really fast on the long run. So I knew it was going to be tough for me to keep the lead, but yeah, a couple more laps. I think I could have got him because I mean, 3 and 4, man, I was really feeling it this race. So I felt like that's really where I was gaining time.
Yeah, and we saw that. We saw you trying to keep the draft on him, and he was trying to break it on you. And he even mentioned that in his interview that he was trying to break the draft from you because he saw you trying to hold on to him. So, but congratulations on P2. Is there anybody that you would like? Well, Vern, do you have anything?
No, congratulations there on P2. It was nice watching that battle there, Justin. It's good to have you back in the booth, buddy.
Yeah, appreciate it, Vern. I definitely look forward to going back and watching it.
I was a little nicer to ATVO and everybody in this one, so it's a good one to go back and watch.
Justin, you got anybody you'd like to thank for your P2 tonight?
Yeah, give a shout out to the sponsor, Grace and Jade Photography, Team Conti, all the setups they give. Everybody over there on the team and you guys over there at WFO and putting on the broadcast for us. So appreciate all that.
Well, it was a great race. You had a great run, and we enjoyed watching the battles between all you guys up there. And from first to like 10th, the whole crew tonight, where everybody battled, it made for an awesome race. So thank you for that, and congratulations on your P2.
Yeah, it's a stout field for sure. I'm definitely looking forward to next week. It's one of my favorite tracks, so we'll see how it goes.
All right, man. We'll see you then, Justin.
Appreciate it, fellas.
Yep. Have a good night, buddy. Justin Gann, second place finisher there. Brazy, good job on the interview, man.
And this next guy doesn't really need much of an introduction.
Oh, he
He's-
needs no introduction, does he?
He's been up here quite a few times. We know him. You know him. 31, Richard Holland. Do you have a copy?
I got you guys.
Well, it is good to have you in the
Richard.
booth, Richard.
Man, it's good to be in the booth on a Tuesday night in this damn car.
It
oh
feels
my
like
God.
you've been missing it a little bit.
Holy, this car, I can't even finish a race in this thing this season. It's been terrible.
Well, you were able
Yeah,
to
we'll take it.
finish it tonight, and I'll tell you what, man. There's a couple times I thought you might get up there and show them boys what time it was.
Yeah, man, there was a couple times I felt like we might have had something for the leaders, but this thing was an absolute dog shit to drive. As Ricky called it, a wretched piece of shit. But man, it was it really was. It wasn't bad on fresh tires, oddly enough, because usually this thing's really loose on sticker tires. But once you got into the run a little bit, it just got looser and looser, and you couldn't even squeeze the throttle in the center of the corner, especially 3 and 4. It was really bad. So yeah, there was a couple times where I thought, man, I don't know, like I feel like we might have something for these guys, but the car just would go away, and I couldn't get the throttle down, and I like to kind of run that bottom. I felt more comfortable down there, and the car seemed a little bit more stable down there, but I just couldn't get the throttle down enough to be able to get under someone, or if I was already there to make the pass, you know what I mean? And then you'd have the run on they would have the run on the outside. But all in all, man, I wasn't very confident with this thing during practice, so pretty happy with the run that we had in the finish.
Congrats there, man. That top 3, it's nice when you can finish up there and get in the booth, Richard.
Yeah, man, I tell you, it's
The
like I said,
competition looks like it's tightened up quite a bit too.
Oh, it has. It has. This year has been unbelievable. It's, you almost find yourself driving 100% all the time, just to stay up in the field, up in the top 10 or 5 or whatever, and you're just yeah, I almost feel like you have to change your driving style just to run with these guys. There are a lot of fast guys in here, no doubt.
Yeah, it looks like, and I've said this for a while too. I mean, it just there's 10 or 15 guys that can win from week race in to race out.
Yeah, absolutely. And you got Justin and Chuck, and then of course you've got Keaton and Austin and Andrew. Andrew wins about every race he enters. It feels like, and
Yeah, I think
it's crazy.
Keaton and Austin met their match with that one.
Yeah, they never should have invited him. What were they thinking?
They should have left him out, huh?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, though. I mean, you go back and watch the broadcast, what you guys are doing out there, really, it's putting on good shows for the fans.
Well, I hope so. I mean, I know I'm driving the hell out of it, and I know everybody around me is. I know that, but I don't know. I was just watching the thing between Keaton and I. He kind of sent it in there in 1 and 2 and cleared me, but then he had to check up, and I had to go underneath of him. And then I don't know what happened. Like, we didn't make any contact, and then he lost it. So I don't know if he got loose or if there was net code or what. I don't know what happened there, but it almost looked like we made contact and he almost wrecked it, but we never did. We never touched, so it was kind of weird.
I'm just reading DMS. It's the biggest bunch of bullshit I ever read there. I don't even know what he typed. Yeah, I don't even know what he typed, but that's... he says, look at it this way, Vern. All the drivers work their ass off to try to get in the booth, and you are there every week. That's not very nice. That wasn't very nice, was it, Richard?
No. Well, tell him to come back, get in the booth, and then you can race your way in the booth.
I've been trying that. It's just... it's failing to work. I don't know what I'm doing wrong here, but Ryan Daniels said that he'll be glad to come in the booth when he gets iRacing back, so I'm thinking about paying for his iRacing.
Yeah, it'd be worth it.
Getting that feller back in
here. You go. Yeah.
And I'm just giving DMS a hard time. I know what he meant by that, but, man, it is awesome to have you in the booth. Maybe we'll get you back in the booth tomorrow night too, Richard.
I'd like to think so. We had a great run last week, really in both the car and the truck. We didn't get the finish that we wanted in the car, but had a great run and And then that truck race, man, I've been talking about that thing all week. I could not believe that race went green as long as it did. Ran 150 laps on fuel and tires.
No doubt.
You know, it just what an unbelievable race. I've never had such a great race like that.
How do you do
at
green
Martinsville
flags?
ever?
Green flag stops at Martinsville.
I have no idea. I couldn't tell you.
does that
Never done it. Never happened.
I don't know
But,
how that happens.
But yeah, we just had 2 good runs, and sometimes when that happens, you build momentum, and you know how that is. You get gets your confidence and momentum going, and anything's possible. So we'll see what happens.
Good deal, Brazy. You got anything for him here?
It was another great race watching you guys battle side by side. Sometimes you guys were 3 wide multiple times throughout this race, and it was very entertaining to watch. It was a great race by you guys. We had 4 cautions, right?
5.
I don't know. The thing says 4. We had 5.
5.
Okay.
Yeah, if
5 cautions.
It's one off because the overlays crashed.
Oh, because of the restart. Yeah, okay. So most of your cautions came in the second 50. So, it was a great race to watch you guys. You guys battled like all hell to keep up there. And there was a couple incidences in the back, but up front, you guys kept it clean. And even though you were skating around, it made for an entertaining race. And it was awesome to watch, and it was awesome to broadcast. And I look forward to tomorrow night. So congratulations on your P3.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. Like I said, the thing wasn't very easy to drive, so it was a hard-fought battle to get third, and it was a great race, really. I wasn't sure what kind of show we were gonna put on, but as it played out, it ended up being a pretty good race, from my point of view, anyway. So
yeah, it was from ours too.
Yeah, I thought it probably was, just with the long green flag run we had. Then we had a lot of racing and side by side, like you said, 3 wide. There were times where I checked out of that 3 wide. I'm like, ugh. That thing just didn't feel confident. Like there was no confidence in the car to go in the corner 3 wide because it was so loose. So Aiden cut me a break there one time. He was on the bottom of the 3 wide. He cut me a break, so that was good of him. But yeah, no, it was a lot of fun, and we're happy with third. So we'll see what happens tomorrow night. We'll give them hell.
There you go. Well, congrats on the top 3 there, Holland. That's going to do it for us in the booth tonight. We're going to have to come back tomorrow night because we got 21 likes, Brazy.
Well, there you go.
Could somebody take 2 of them away, please? 2 of them.
What was there a bet?
Every week I do the thing. If I don't get 20 likes, I ain't coming back.
I've missed that, I guess. You say this in the broadcast?
I do say it in the broadcast.
He does.
Some reason I've missed that every week. I don't know.
But now I don't say it. I don't say it anymore. I'm like, don't give us 20 likes. Don't do it.
Now that we know that, we'll have to get everybody together and make sure everyone does at least 20 every week.
It sucks. It sucks. We got.
You're gonna have 20 in practice.
I got to train.
Practice.
I'm gonna have to train a brand new commentator for this.
Yeah.
That way.
Where the hell's Nation?
We were asking the same question halfway through the race. We asked the same question. Where's Nation? Probed by aliens, maybe a quarter pounder run.
Well, as long as he's been out there and missed the whole race, he probably is getting probed. He's probably enjoying it.
He could be doing digital scrapbook tutorials as well, Richard.
At the same time, you mean?
At the same time, he's getting probed.
Yeah.
God, I don't want to see.
They've built him a probing seat by now.
Yeah, he's got a probing seat. He just sits and and does his digital scrapbook tutorials.
Oh, absolutely. He doesn't even have to get abducted anymore for the probing to happen.
Oh my God! And now the likes are going up because of that. The idea of Nation being probed by aliens makes the likes go up. Imagine that.
Oh yeah. Well, who would have guessed?
We know how much that feller's loved now.
An old Nation.
But
where the hell are you, Nation?
We don't know where he's sleeping. I can tell you where he's at. He's sleeping.
Jesus Christ, that guy.
He makes it in here, he wakes up to make it in here, don't he, Brazy?
He does.
I'm telling you, that guy.
Digital probing, not digital probing, real life probing, but
real probing.
Definitely
the real McCoy.
Exactly. Definitely the digital scrapbook tutorials, though. That's happening. You think he's putting a probing in a scrapbook?
It could be.
It might be the handle for the front cover.
It could be. You're right.
He's pretty proud of it. So
He's been doing it for multiple seasons here. He's
Oh, long time.
long
Yeah,
time he's been getting probed.
He's a probing professional.
Professional at getting probed.
I think there's a word for that, but we'll leave that alone.
Yeah, we're gonna stay away from that one here. We're gonna try to keep the broadcast cleaner than that tonight. We kept it clean anyway because Nation wasn't here.
Oh,
True.
he's a bad influence. Bad.
That and overlays only crashed once, so that helped.
Yeah, well, that could be because of Nation too as well.
They crashed once a race now. Have you noticed that, Brazy?
Yeah,
I did.
Sometimes it's at the very end. Sometimes it's at the middle, like tonight. But at one time a race, it's going to crash.
Yeah,
We
that
just
sucks.
don't know when. It's all right.
And usually it's when Nation shows up.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's what
Not
I'm saying.
tonight. When it crashed tonight, I'm like, where the fuck's Nation?
Yeah. So you just said
That's
his
what
name.
reminded you.
Yeah, you said his name, and it just.
Yeah, and that was the end of
Crashed
it.
out.
So thank you, everybody, for the likes, the comments there. We love chatting with all of you guys and gals, B&B, DMS, Ryan Daniels. I can just keep going through the list there. Ivan is the
Denise.
he's the most multitasking driver ever. He can somehow he can race and he can chat in YouTube at the same time.
Oh yeah, he's got a smoke going, a beer, and he's doing all kinds of stuff at once.
So he's got the smoke, the beer, and he is chatting in the comment section.
He's multi-talented.
How's he not burn his house down?
I don't know.
If I tried that shit, there would be a fire, Richard.
I know. I hear you.
I just set
Yeah.
the whole house on fire, no doubt about it. So
I'm one thing at a time. That's it.
that is one thing about that feller is he can multitask like that, and I appreciate the heck out of it. I'm never going to attempt it, but
No.
it did happen from him. But each and every one of you that come in and week out, the drivers love coming back and reading the chat, like I said before. Rewatching the
Absolutely.
races and just seeing all the fun that people are having in the booth while they're out there getting pissed off because somebody dented their fender.
Yeah, absolutely.
But that's going to do it. We will catch you for the Amy Contracting Truck Series tomorrow night at Michigan Speedway. Right?
Oh yeah,
We're at
That's
Michigan
right.
for that too, aren't we?
we are.
Well, good deal. I got it right. So that's going to do it up in the booth. It's been another fun one. You guys have a great and safe rest of your night.
Night, everybody.